In a world where work continues to shift online, the monitoring of employees is becoming a hot topic. As offices become increasingly virtual, the need for accountability and transparency has given rise to a new technology called employee monitoring systems, or EMS for short. With the rise of remote work, employers are seeking effective ways to ensure productivity and maintain control. EMS are the answer to that call. They provide a window into an employee's workday, tracking everything from time spent on tasks to web browsing habits. This shift towards digital surveillance has sparked a significant change in work culture. It's created a new dynamic where trust is not just about face-to-face interactions, but also about digital footprints. It's a world where work is not just about output, but also about how and when that output is achieved. Indeed, EMS is reshaping the way we work. But what exactly does it entail? Employee monitoring systems, or EMS, are tools used by employers to track employee activities and productivity. These systems come in different shapes and sizes, and they go by many names. For instance, there's Teramind, a powerhouse in the world of EMS, with features like user activity monitoring, insider threat detection, and data loss prevention. ActivTrack, on the other hand, is known for its user-friendly interface and robust analytics. And then there's Time Doctor, a favorite among remote teams for its time tracking and project management capabilities. The objectives of using EMS are manifold. Firstly, they help in productivity tracking, allowing employers to understand how work time is spent. Secondly, they contribute to data security by preventing unauthorized access and data leaks. Lastly, they enforce compliance, ensuring employees adhere to company policies and industry regulations. While these systems offer many benefits, they also come with their fair share of controversy. Like any tool, the effectiveness of EMS depends on how you use it. Let's dive into the benefits of employee monitoring systems for employers. First up, increased productivity. With EMS, managers can gauge how employees spend their work hours. This visibility helps identify inefficiencies, such as time spent on non-work-related tasks, and address them proactively. Next, data security. EMS can help organizations safeguard sensitive information by tracking data transfers and alerting managers to suspicious activity. This feature can be a strong deterrent against data leaks and a great tool for identifying potential threats. Then there's compliance. In industries where regulatory compliance is a must, EMS can provide an audit trail, ensuring the company meets all necessary standards and avoids costly penalties. But every rose has its thorns, and EMS is no exception. One of the major concerns is privacy. While employers may argue that monitoring is necessary for business operations, employees may feel their personal space is being invaded. This can lead to a sense of distrust, potentially damaging the employer-employee relationship. Furthermore, the impact on employee morale cannot be understated. Constant monitoring may create a high-pressure environment leading to stress and burnout. As Kate Lister, president of Global Workplace Analytics, puts it, monitoring to manage performance is like using a sledgehammer to push in a thumbtack. So, it's clear that the use of EMS in the workplace is a balancing act. Employers must carefully weigh the benefits against the potential drawbacks, keeping in mind the impact on their team's morale and trust. But what about the employees? How can they know if they're being monitored? And what can they do if they're being monitored without their consent? Not all monitoring is created equal, and employees have rights too. As we delve into the realm of employee rights in the context of employee monitoring systems, let's start by addressing a fundamental question. How can employees check if they are being monitored? The answer to this is not always straightforward. Some monitoring systems are detectable through their digital footprints, such as software applications running on your computer or unusual network activities. Others, like video surveillance, are more obvious. But remember, the key is transparency. Employers are required by law to inform their employees about monitoring measures in place. Now, what happens if you find out you're being monitored without your consent? This brings us to questions of unauthorized employee monitoring. In many jurisdictions, covert monitoring without an employee's consent is not just unethical, it's illegal. If you suspect you're being monitored without your knowledge, the first step is to gather as much evidence as possible. Look for signs of monitoring software on your computer or unusual activities in your workspace. Once you have the evidence, it's time to take action. Begin by discussing your concerns with your human resources department. They should be able to provide clarification on the company's monitoring policies. If your concerns are not addressed, or if you believe the monitoring is invasive or unlawful, you might need to consider seeking legal advice. Legal professionals can guide you through the process, ensuring your rights are protected. They can help you understand the extent of your rights under local laws and regulations, and what steps you can take to address the situation. Remember, while employee monitoring systems can offer benefits to employers and employees alike, their use must be balanced against individual privacy rights. If you believe your privacy is being invaded, don't hesitate to take the necessary steps to protect your rights. In the end, transparency, trust, and respect should be at the core of any employer-employee relationship, EMS or no EMS.